Hey everyone, it is the eve of the Tokyo Game Show and just shy of a week since it streamed, since I was mainly focused on Nintendo at that day. Here I give my belated thoughts on the recent PlayStation State of Play, which has some interesting picks to say the least. I mean, like a couple whole ones that I am very excited for, but a lot I honestly don't know what to make of, so let's get started. So their leadoff was an interesting pick known as Baby Steps, which is coming next summer. I was kind of surprised by this, and some people will compare it to like a Hilfer version of Death Stranding, but I don't know. If anything, it reminds me of kind of like QWOP, a that game where you use those keys on the keyboard to make the character on screen walk, which due to how complex the physics system is actually much tougher than it looks. They even made a ponyfied version of it, and I initially thought they were joking when they announced it, but nope, it's apparently a real game, and I guess I'll just deal with it as it comes. Next up is the PlayStation release of Roblox, which is distinctly different from Minecraft in its push of creativity, but in terms of its appeal to younger demographics and young at heart, it's absolutely staggering in how much is there and obligatory oof sound on there. So just quickly brushing by this and other titles I don't have much to add to, so let's keep going. We have a couple games for the upcoming PSVR 2. Neither of them have dates yet, but both of them look pretty interesting. It says Ghostbusters as a Ghost Lord. I know Firehouse got delayed till next year, but the game does not appear to have a date. At least not the one I could find. The VR mode for the new version of Resident Evil 4, given how effective it was in the original game, I see that even as a open VR skeptic, and not related to the PSVR 2, but also related to the game itself, is a DLC focused on Ada Wong and Wesker called Separate Ways, coming out on December 23rd. Feel free to insert a journey joke here. There's also a small but significant update on Avatar Frontiers of Pandora coming out on December 7th. I certainly hope it's good. It definitely looks slick enough, at least, as someone who enjoyed the first two movies. And even the previous game, Haim they had for the first movie wasn't the best ever. It was quite ambitious for its time. And I guess we'll see how it goes. It definitely has potential, I'll admit. Yeah. So, Ghostrunners II coming in October. Again, no exact date just yet. But as someone who enjoyed the previous game, which was a pleasant surprise when it was released, I think the sequel should carry on that tradition, and we have also more console and accessory color variants. Whenever I get mine, definitely going to be getting extras. And much like my PS4, definitely going after the red controller first. My favorite color since I was younger. Yeah. Helldivers II, which has been delayed ever so slightly to February 8th of next year. I think, even as someone who has not played the first game, it might be cool, and the gameplay looks a bit smoother than the previous footage we got earlier in the year here, and I think I get the first real heavy hitter after this one, and you definitely know which one I'm going to be talking about. October 20th, Spider-Man 2, the highly anticipated sequel to the 2018 smash hit game, and I'm in the middle of playing the first one to get ready. On top of more of the exclusive suits, depending on which version you get, being shown off, they also have customization options for each of them, And much like Grand Theft Auto 5 did with Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, and while Peter's on a mission exploring the city, Miles is doing his own thing, and vice versa. And yes, they let slip that the black variant of the Raimi trilogy suit is going to be in there. Cue the ominous orchestral music as you're hanging from a wall. And next up, Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. It's coming out November 9th. It has potential. I mean, even though I heard Arise was not the best Tales game, it is good from what I have heard, and I think this expansion definitely has potential, especially among those who have likely beaten the original. I mean, that's kind of my policy. I mean, depending on how much I enjoy a game, I don't have an issue getting an expansion if I've already sunk a considerable amount of time and money into it. To mean, given some of the other ones I'm currently playing. Okay, so Honkai Star Rail is coming to the system. Don't care. And we have more regarding FOAMSTARS, which has been delayed to early 2024. But I'm going to be completely honest. Splatoon at home looks even less impressive to me after his side order, especially given how many are posting like the Invincible meme. Look what they need to make you in a fraction of our power. Last but definitely not least is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which looks incredible, being the second part of the highly successful Final Fantasy VII remake, which has sold 7 million copies so far to date. It's across all its releases, and I definitely liking how they were taking some approach, it's like even having multiple discs, like in the classic version, and little details like the low poly boxing match and the gold saucer back to sidetrack a whole new generation of players. And yes, it seemed the cloak figures are back from the last game to preserve the original version's canon events, so to speak. So anyway, like before, not quite as meaty as I would have liked, but I'd definitely say I'm excited for FF7 Rebirth and Spider-Man 2 mostly. And with that, I will be back tomorrow with something else to address. That'll be all for now. Take care, everyone.